We have a phenomenal female program, youth program for girls and boys, and then it trickles over into our adult programs.
The atmosphere, the ladies here make it all worthwhile, the guys too, but we have a pretty awesome women's group here that just kills it every time I come in, and they're motivating, and that's the reason why I come back every day.
They have the community aspect where everyone is cool and we're friends and it's hangout, but it's also a serious place to train. It's like you're coming in here, and if you're not in shape, you're gonna get in shape because you wanna be competitive and not getting beat up, or everyone's encouraging you to do that. And then if you wanna compete, there's so many competitive women to train with.
I started out as a mom sitting on the bench, just chatting with the other moms and all the other women who do it, saying, come join us. And anytime I'm not, why aren't you rolling with us today? No, it's very welcoming, very open, all the new people, it's great.
Kind of became this thing of challenging yourself and wanting to do new things, trying new things. I think even as parents, as a mom, you kind of can lose that sense of competitiveness and teamwork and camaraderie. So I think that's kind of what drives it. It's just fun. It's a fun new thing to learn.
The community here is definitely super cool. Like, everyone here is really awesome, super welcoming, super willing to help. I think, like, in particular, when I first started, I got added to like our little women's group me, and there were women that like typically didn't train at certain times of the day that were willing to come, meet me, because that was the only time I could train. So they would come and be my partner and just like walk me through things. And then I think sometimes the community of women here is what keeps me coming back day after day, because sometimes as you're training, you reach like those frustration points in your journey where like things just aren't clicking. Maybe you've been like the nail one too many times and not the hammer. But I think being here and talking with everybody and the friendships that I've created here are what definitely keep me coming back in every single day.
You're really only as good as your training partners, and we definitely have great female training partners here. They roll hard, but they roll safe and are always giving pointers to anyone who asks, who needs them, and just overall just being really good teammates and friends. So I think Legends has something very different than all the other gyms around.
Yeah, it's a great community of women. We're supportive of each other, and we push each other, to be better.
I had a pretty significant injury off of someone jumping guard. So I had completely tore my ACL, my MCL avulsed from the femur. I had cartilage fractures, tibial plateau fractures. I mean, it really was a long journey. I had a lot of setbacks. I had 3 surgeries in total. So even that was July of 2021. So I'm just like, now I'm still in PT. I still have yet to be cleared to compete. So I'm still in PT, I'm still rehabbing every day. I'm still showing up, but that's the ticket, is showing up. And I know without all of these women and having that camaraderie and that team aspect, like quitting was not an option for me. Travis obviously very supportive, but all of the ladies are supportive. So even having that to where when I could only do so much, they were like the best rolling partners. It's that constant challenge of just wanting me to get better. And it really kind of grew me as far as like, man, I really need this. I think as adults, we can lose that sense of having community. And this really brought that home to me of like, man, you actually do need people. Like, you need people in your life. You need to have a community. You need to have a support system. And that's what this is for me. Like, I know, and it translates. Like, everyone will go on hard times. You meet obstacles, you have rough things happen to you, but it's like, what do you do when you meet that adversity? Like, do you show up? Do you keep going, or you just quit? And I think with all the women here, none of them are quitters. So it's that constant of like, no, you just keep going, you suck it up and you do it. So I think for me, it resonated huge. It parallels to all aspects of my life, and I think, I don't know, it's just, without that, I don't think I would have, no, I think I would have just quit.
This is a fantastic community for women grapplers. We have a lot of fun together. We push each other, very competitive, but in a healthy way.
Yep, they do, because they keep stepping up their game and I gotta step up mine.
I feel like having training partners more our size definitely helps close that space, create better technique too. So there's something that everyone offers really, but having a ladies team makes that easy.
Yeah, I just think Legends has something special when it comes to the women. We have multiple world champions, pan champions, and not a lot of other gyms can say that.
I aspire to be some of these world champions. They push me and I want to do the same. So hopefully one day, maybe not. If not, I'll keep trying.
Our women's program has kind of even, in the recent years, kind of beaten our men's program in terms of how successful they are. I think in all of Texas, our women's program can compete with anybody. Now we have multiple no-gi world champions, we have multiple no-gi pans champions. If you're a woman looking to compete, we have that for you. If you're a new woman wanting to just train with women, we have that for you.
So I tried one of the women's classes and ended up just really liking it.
I absolutely would never have thought I would have done, because I've never done any type of contact sport before. But I have impressed myself and disappointed myself, but I have not quit, and for that, I am proud of myself.
How this grew organically is like the encouragement that other women received from other women, other moms, young women. I think it's like, don't sell yourself short. I would say the vast majority of the women that compete regularly and do very well in competition, even the women that train, all like initially said, I'll never get on those mats. And I think it was one of those like barriers where it's like, man, just don't sell yourself short. Try those new things. Like most of these women that we have, it's their kids were doing it. And it's like watching their kids, how can I help my kid? I want to do this too. It's such a good thing as a family, bonding, like we do it as a family. There's tons of families in here. I would say the vast majority of the women that were here today, either their significant others are training, their kids are training, like it's a family thing. And that is, I think, what grows it organically, because it does become such a tight-knit community and a tight-knit little village. So I would say like, man, if you're out there and you're like, it kind of looks fun, but like, I don't know, sweaty, it's weird. It is sweaty and weird, but it's fun. It's so fun. And it's fun to do new things. It's fun to challenge yourself. So I'd say don't sell yourself short. If you're ever curious to try it, come try it. Like it's something we try to be very welcoming, and because we know the effects that it's had for us and our family and the community, and that's what we want to keep going. That's truly what inspires us every day. And when we go home and we're like, man, how can we make this better? And then our one focus is like, how can we make this community better? That's our focus. Like jiu-jitsu, yes, how can we get better jiu-jitsu? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, that's our focus. Like changing lives, improving lives, giving people a group and a place to go. So, yeah.
So, man, I genuinely would press anybody that's grown homegrown talent to compare it to our school and what we've done here. And like I said, we just really started with this women's program 3 years ago, and every year we've had someone win no-gi worlds, no-gi pans that has started here as a white belt. We're not recruiting talent, we're not bringing in someone from another country, we're raising them here in the gym, and they're doing really well. So, and I love it. The environment here is awesome. It's like, I said all these serious things, but everyone here is having a blast doing these things. So, yeah, it's just, would challenge anyone out there to come see our program and compare it to anywhere else. I'll put my money where my mouth is, and I really believe you won't find anything like it. So I'm proud of our ladies here.